Hey, what's up tout le monde? Maxime Karabine ici. J'ai l'honneur d'être avec Benito Pisanelli qui va combattre le 30 mars prochain à Fighter contre Félix Larocque. What's up, Benito? How are you?
Good deal.
I'm pretty good, thank you. So, like I said, I'm gonna be on commentary the 30th when you're gonna be fighting K1 fight. First off, Benito, you're pretty new on the fighting scene. So, tell me a bit about yourself. How old are you? Where did you grow up? What do you do in life?
Uh, well, I'm 23 and I live in Montreal, and you know, now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Now the fighting's working out pretty well. I'm working, studying, doing a couple of things, but more and more as I'm fighting is becoming more and more my focus.
That's nice. How did you get into fighting at first?
Well, to be honest, funny enough, COVID is the reason. Like I was into powerlifting.
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I was going to start competing, and then COVID hit, and gyms were closed, and I needed something to do to stay like healthy. So I started training with my friend, and we kind of liked it, whatever. And then we went and try a Muay Thai class, and I loved it. You know what I mean? I went back, and slowly I started dropping the powerlifting and fighting more, and then it just became like an addiction.
You're fighting out of the Silvertooth gym. Is it
Yes, sir.
where you first started?
I started at another gym in RDP, a smaller gym,
Mm-hmm.
with one of my coaches, Nico Palermo, and then
Yeah.
he introduced me to Phil at Silvertooth,
Mm-hmm.
and then I slowly started going more and more to Silvertooth, and now I'm mostly at Silvertooth, but I still go a couple times a week to the original gym.
Okay, cool. And when was your very first fight?
Uh, October 16th, I think it was 2023. Yeah,
And
October 16th.
for how long have you been training before you took your first fight?
About about a year. It was about a year. About a year.
Okay.
So not too long. Not too
Mm-hmm.
long. Not
Yeah.
too long. And I got right into it. But I mean, after that first fight, like it started like even before the first fight I was training, but after that first fight, it really like I was like, okay, let's do it. And then I started grinding it out because my first fights were at 200 pounds, minus 200. So I mean, my first fight, the first guy I fought was like 6 foot, who knows, 6'3", 6'4", so these monsters,
Yeah.
and I'm like, at a certain point, I'm like, hey, like, let me help myself out. So I started really cutting the weight,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm fighting at 178.
That sounds good. And did you have many fights before? Did you fought before, like at school or anything, or you were?
No, no, anything but no, no. I'm very, I'm usually called. No, I never got into any
Okay.
fights. I'm usually good, but I mean, I don't know. It just came natural. It
Sure.
came natural. Yeah.
And what's your record now on the amateur scene?
I have 5 wins, 0 losses, and a draw.
Yeah, I was there at the draw last time at
Yeah.
at Olympia. How was it when the fight ended in a draw? Were you happy with the result?
Uh, Obviously, I mean, it's a draw, right? I didn't win. I didn't lose. Would I
Hmm.
have liked to win? Yeah. Would I have hated to lose? Yeah. So I mean, I'll take it for what it is. And
Yeah.
like in a sense, I said, okay, fine. Uh, it's a draw. Like it is what it is. But in my head, I'm like, I'll take it almost as a loss.
Hmm.
Like, yes, you know how some fighters, they focus up after they lose. I'm like, okay, I had a draw.
Yeah.
Like, time to focus up. Like, get back to grinding and get back to training hard. Hopefully, it was a draw. Hopefully next Olympia, maybe we get a rematch.
Sure.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
it
get
was
a
a
rematch.
super tough opponent. So I guess you're eager to get back on the win column now.
No, of course, I just had a fight a couple weeks ago. I
Mm,
got back to winning. I got a win, which was nice. It felt good, but now
yeah.
hopefully March 30th,
Are you are you
make another one.
focusing on K1 kickboxing, or you want to do a bit of everything in the martial arts world?
Well, I'd like to eventually move, like do some Muay Thai because I
Yeah,
mean that's my base.
yeah.
The clinching, the sweeps, elbows, all that. Like
Mhm.
I'd love to get a taste of that. But for now, K1's okay. Like
Striking
I
is your
like
thing.
striking is my thing. Like I never, no, I'm not into grappling or whatnot. I
Okay.
respect it just the same, but no, I'm more into Muay Thai and I guess kickboxing.
Sure. And for the 30th March, do you know anything about Felix Larocque, your next opponent?
No, no idea. I don't even know what he looks like.
And like, is it something you're gonna look into before the fight, or you don't mind if you get into the cage and it's the first time you see how he looks?
I like not. I don't like. How do I explain? Like I don't like stalking opponents, like
Mm-hmm.
looking at them fight, and then because I mean, like if you're fighting, every time you fight, you look different. I feel like if I look at all my fights, I look a bit different in each. So if you start looking at old fights, especially we're amateurs, so we're
Yeah.
always improving. Like it's not like we're pros. We've been doing this. We have 50 fights. Like this is how we fight, and this is it. No, like you're learning stuff. Your style is changing. So if you start looking, you start calculating. Oh, he's doing this a lot. Oh, he's doing this a lot. You get into the fight. The guy's not doing it, and what happens? You know what I mean? What do you do? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'll I like looking at like in a sense like I just want to see what he looks
Yeah.
like his face. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna fight.
And
No
you'll get to
problem.
face him at the weigh-in anyway, so at least you got this before the fight.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's where you go and you really measure up. You just
Mm-hmm.
look, you look, you see how, like, you look how long their arms are, how tall they are. See, measure them up. You're gonna be like, okay, in a couple hours, I'm gonna be fighting you. And it is what it is.
Is it the first time you're gonna be fighting in Quebec City?
First time. All my fights have been in Montreal.
Nice. Are you gonna be bringing some friends and family with you along, or just you and the coaches?
Well, obviously, I mean, the coaches are gonna be there, and whoever wants to come can come. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not really, I'm not big on like if you want to come, you could come, but I'm not. I don't need a big support. There could be nobody there. Nothing changes. When I'm in the ring and I'm fighting, I'm not thinking about who's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, thanks a lot for the interview, Benito. I'm wishing you good end of your training camp,
Thank
and
you.
I'll see you in Quebec City on the 30th, man.
Beautiful. Appreciate it. Appreciate
All
it.
right. Have a good one, Benito.
You too. Thank you very much.
Peace. All right, guys. So, c'était Benito Pisanelli qui va affronter Félix Larocque, combat de K1 Fighter le 30 mars prochain. Donc, soyez là. Merci à Benito d'avoir accepté l'entrevue. Puis, si vous avez besoin d'une petite traduction, là, demandez à votre chum. Là. Benito, il parle en anglais. Deal with that. Québec City. On se voit le 30 mars, guys. Merci d'avoir été là.